everybody, it's Norma, and wow, it's been a long time since I've done a video. I believe the last one I did was in February, and I did make a video of my Egypt trip, so if you haven't seen that, you can go check that out. It was kind of a crazy time. I'm really glad I went on the trip, but there was a lot of bad things that happened, and in the end, my friend that I went with, and we've been friends for like 20 plus years, we've ended our friendship. Well, she ended the friendship. That's a long story. I don't want to get into it, but believe me, I'm not even sad about it because there's a little bit of crazy going on there. But be that as it may, I came back from my trip. I survived, and you know, a little update on Gypsy. My 2 weeks that I was gone was not really good for her. So basically I have started over with the introductions between her and Mambo, and she's moved into my second bedroom where she's very happy there, and I do try to switch the cats out so they can interact in different rooms, but for the most part that's where she's living. So when I do my What I Am Burning Now video, I can't burn in that room anymore, but you know, it's okay, it's okay. So that's it in a nutshell, what I've been doing during March and April, and now it's May. I really did plan on doing some videos in April, but life just caught up with me. It was just too much being gone for 2 weeks. Things piled up at work. My mom had gone in the hospital a week before I left on my trip, and so that was chaos, and it was just craziness. Crazy time, crazy time. So anyway, I'm back, and I have been burning, and actually I've been burning more than I've been melting. As you know, I've been trying to use my crock, but I love this time of year, the florals and, you know, the fresh scents, and I decided to burn a lot of my favorite candles, so I actually did burn a lot more than crock, although I did have remnants here and there, which you will see. But for the most part, I've enjoyed every candle on this table, some more than others, of course. So let's get into it. Now this is actually a hangover from March, and this is Yankee Candle, Casablanca, Lily, and Iris. I had two of them going, and one just lasted a little bit longer than the other. And as you can see, the reason I stopped burning it is that wood moved, and I can't remember if I stuck this in the crock or not. I might have, because I can't really smell much. I just love this candle. You know, I'm kind of sad that Yankee Candle did away with the Pure Radiance line, and you know, they went and purchased woodwick candles, which I've never been a huge fan of, but I did like the Pure Radiance. And I had two of these going in my bedroom, and it's lovely. It's not really strong. Even with two going, it's not a very strong scent, but I actually really like it. It's a spicy floral, and it's purple. So for me, it was a beautiful candle. I have a couple more, maybe 3, and that's about it. So yeah, sad about Casablanca, Lily, and Iris. And I guess I'll kind of go with the Yankees. I have a lot of Yankees. I did have 2 of these World Journey candles going, and I had them, that lid doesn't match, I just realized that. I had them going in my glass tulip hurricanes that I got during a glitch sale like maybe 3-4 years ago. And I usually burn flameless candles in there, but I went with real candles, and I have Australian, what does that say? Oasis and New Zealand Peony. And I was going with a lot of pink candles. These did end up in the crock, so I can't even smell them anymore. But I thought that they were very similar, not maybe 100% the same, but they were similar enough, and they were the same color, so it worked. They burned really well. I had no issues with the puny wick syndrome. I didn't have super high flames. I did have to trim them after every burn, and usually with, you know, the 2-wick paraffin candles, you know, 3-wick maximum before I blow them out, you know, trim the wicks and start over again. I had gorgeous wax pools. I'm really sad that I didn't get my what I'm burning in April video up because they look beautiful burning, and I've gone back to putting the flameless candle in there simply because now with the summer months, you know, gardening season has hit, and so it's just more busy. So I have more flameless candles going than I would in, you know, the winter and fall months, but it's trying to make my life a little bit easier. But I'm still really high maintenance when it comes to my candles, as you shall see when I do my what I'm burning in May video. Still got a lot of stuff going on. I just can't seem to cut down on certain areas. You know, sometimes you just gotta have a real flame going versus that fake flame. But so I have a lot of candles to get through too. So that was it for the World Journey candles. Then I did one of my favorites. Of course, I had lemon lavender, and I mean, it's one of my favorite candles from Yankee, if not my absolute favorite. So I was excited to pull it out, and I actually had this paired with this root lemon frosted scone, because even though it's like, you know, the first week of May, we had snow the last week of April, and some parts of my state got like 30 inches of snow. It was insane. It's just been a really, really cold spring. And so while I was anxious for the spring scents, anxious for the floral scents, I did pair them with a lot of, you know, vanilla bakery type scents, which I thought this kind of fell into. I really like this scent, but I gave up on trying to smell it. I gave up on trying to burn it. You know, it's my last one. I love the scent, but it did so much better in the crock. In fact, I can still smell a little bit going. Maybe I'll not throw it out quite yet and give it one more day in the crock. In the crock, it was fabulous. It just filled my entire condo, and I really enjoyed it that way. Burning it, no, I didn't like it. Didn't like it burning, but I loved my lemon lavender. And then I had a lot of purple candles going. So I also had, oh, I think I had some more lemon lavender. Hang on. Yes, I did. I had these pillars also going. And, you know, I did have issues with the wicks moving. I had to move the wicks a couple times, and then they finally settled down and stayed in one place. But, yeah, so I had those going. And then I also had just a plain lavender going. And, you know, this one's a nice lavender. It's probably not my favorite lavender, but it's nice. It's pleasant. It's a little bit on the soapy side, but it's not so soapy that I can't stand it because I don't like a real soapy lavender. But yeah, it's nice. It burnt really well. I'm trying to think if I had any major burn issues with any of my candles. I don't think I did, actually. So that's a good thing. Okay, so I also had, oh, no, I see another Yankee. Tulips, one of my favorite Yankees, of course. You know, I'm kind of getting away from Yankee a little bit, but I still have a lot of favorites, and since they're florals, they've been doing pretty well. I still have one burning in the back. I don't know if you can see it. It's going on there. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I had 2 of these going in this room, and then I moved them to my bedroom. And in the bedroom, 2 of them were almost too strong, but not really. And now that I just have the one left, I'm just burning it till it finishes. It'll finish sometime today, and then I'm going to put some new candles out. Absolutely loved it. Tulips is a warm floral with, you know, green floral, but there's a warmth to it. It's, to me, out of the florals that Yankee does, Tulips is probably my #1 favorite. So I was really sad. I think it came out as a treasure this year, and I wasn't able to get any. But I have some, from previous years. And for those of you who like Village Candle, they have a scent called, not Loves Me Not. Oh crap. Something Loves. It's red. Oh gosh, I can't, hang on. I don't know where I got the love from. It's called Just For You. It's not 100% dupe. I think this is a little bit more warm, got a little bit more spice to it than this. This has more like a bitter green note, but they're very, very similar. And it's still available, so I know if I can never get tulips, I can always get Just For You. It's close enough. But like I said, not 100% dupe. So I really, really enjoyed burning my tulips. And yeah, if it comes back next year for spring, I'm going to have to seriously think about getting some more, because it's one candle I really don't want to run out of. Okay, so is that the last of the Yankees? Nope, nope, still got another one. A lot of Yankees this time. This was another one that did beautiful. This is World Journey's Appalachian Daisy, and this one is a dupe for Loves Me Not, that was in their main line, and occasionally does come back as a treasure. It did fabulous. No burn issues, no throw issues. I mean, really, I had really good luck with my candles in April. So let's move on to some colonial candles. This is one that when it first came out, or not when it first came out, but when I first purchased it, Wild Iris, I really liked it. It's a fruity floral. But I'm at the point now that I think I'm over it, so I probably won't repurchase it. It's okay. It's just okay. You know, the throw was okay in the bedroom, not fabulous, but I didn't burn it in my bedroom this year. I had it in my main room, so the scent did kind of get lost. But it was pretty burning. I did have a little bit of a wick issue. As you can see, there's some residue here, because it would pool out, but not quite all the way to the edge, but it did eventually burn down. So it wasn't a perfect burner, but it wasn't bad either. On the other hand, these two, oh my gosh, were fabulous. Fabulous. I also had these burning in my great room, in the same spot where I had the Wild Iris. So just basically I was trying to get through some of my colonial candles, so when one finished, I replaced it with another one. This one I just finished today, and it is Sweet Iced Tea, and sadly it is retired. And I'm really, really sad about it, because it's fabulous. It's probably my, #1 favorite candle from Colonial, and now it's no longer around. And so I know I have a couple, maybe 3 or 4, but so I'm, being careful how I burn it. I'm just not, burning it willy-nilly and not burning more than once. And you don't need to burn more than once. I paired this with a Bath and Body Works London Tea and Lemon candle. I had this candle, which I'll talk about in a minute. Fabulous candle, burnt perfectly all the way down. I could probably still get another burn out of this, believe it or not. Through like a champ. I absolutely loved it, and I'm sad that it's gone. And I also loved Southern Magnolia. I meant to do a review on this one, and I just never got around to it. It was my first time burning it. It was fabulous. It's very similar to gardenia. If you don't know what a magnolia smells like, we have magnolias up here in Michigan, but they're like pink magnolias and not white magnolias. And I don't have one myself, so I can't go into the neighbor's yard and pluck a blossom and sniff the magnolia. But the candle smells a little bit like a spicy gardenia. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. I will definitely be repurchasing. In fact, I was kind of in a panic because I thought this was my only one, and I'm not planning on purchasing any Colonial candles this year. If iced tea had still been around, I would have, but since it's not, I want to wait till next year to, if I need to purchase any, because I got quite a few to get through. But I absolutely love it. And today when I was looking for candles, I actually found I had a backup. I have one more, so that can get me through next spring till I place another order. But burnt beautifully, through beautifully. I absolutely loved it. And if you like florals, I recommend that one. Okay, so that's it. No, one more Colonial. Actually, two more. These I was burning just kind of, you know, as like fillers. You know, like I said, it was really cold and wintry, like, you know, in early spring. So I didn't have, it's hard to explain this. I had a location where I was burning these, where I was using a shade that only fits this size candle, the 8-ounce Colonials, but I don't have a lot of 8-ounce Colonials. So ideally I would have preferred to have just a basic lemon scent or something, you know, basic vanilla, lemon, something that went with the tea and lemon thing that I had going on. But I didn't have that, so the closest I came to it was my vanilla eggnog. So it was a little bit more spicy than I preferred, but it worked. And these actually did really well. They lasted a long time. I didn't think they'd ever finish, and they threw really good, which is why it would have been nice if it had been more like a plain vanilla, because I could get that little whiff of, you know, spicy eggnog. It didn't quite go with the tea and lemon, but, you know, whatever. It wasn't really bad, but yeah, this is another one. Retired. Okay. Now, it seems like they always retire the ones I really like. Okay, one that I had going on my kitchen stove, you know, just a basic vanilla, nothing else matters but love. This is a DW home candle in vanilla. I know in my Facebook group we all went crazy trying to find this at, you know, Home Goods TJ Maxx about 3 years ago. I keep thinking I'm done, and then I keep finding one in my stash somewhere. And so I really thought this was my last one, and then today I saw another one stuck in a corner somewhere. But I think that one will be my last one. You know, I know everybody went crazy over it, but I'm kind of over this scent. It's not my favorite vanilla. One of my favorite vanillas is Colonial Candles Simply Vanilla. That's a beautiful vanilla. And then I like Yankee Candles French Vanilla. There's a little bit of almost like a cereal note or something in here. Like, you know how your milk tastes after you've been eating cereal and then you drink the leftover milk? It kind of has like that little note in it, which, you know, is not my favorite. But yeah, one more left and I'm done with that. Okay. I also tried this candle. This is one that I picked up at Home Goods a few years ago. This is a Nest candle, a Juliet Rose. Beautiful, beautiful label. It didn't burn that well. I mean, I did have a little issues with this one initially, although it did eventually straighten itself out. But it had really no throw. The scent itself, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, soft rose scent. You know, it's not a real strong, heavy rose. It's just a soft, beautiful rose. Gorgeous scent, but I couldn't smell it, so I was really kind of glad to be done with it. And I wouldn't repurchase it unless I bought it just for the label. Okay. Bath and Body Works. Two more fabulous ones. Southern Sweet Tea. This came out a few years ago. They haven't brought it back. I absolutely adore it. It's just a straight up black tea scent. Just a hint of lemon, maybe, hint of sugar. Not as much lemon as the London Tea and Lemon. I mean, I like both, but I kind of do prefer this one. Fabulous. Between this and the Colonial Iced Sweet Tea, I was in heaven. I could burn tea scents all year round. It was just fabulous. Raspberry Peach Macaron, you know, I burnt this, I think I burnt this in February when the Sweet Shop collection was out. I bought some and I did a haul, and I burnt them. So I burnt another one because, like I said, I was looking for kind of like, you know, vanilla type bakery sets. And so that was fabulous. I did pick up a couple of these little testers. I think at my very first semi-annual sale a few years ago, I had Garden Party and Lilac Blossom, and I just used these to fill in. I had I can't talk. My medium-sized fractals. So those were just basically fillers. So I couldn't really comment on the throw because I really didn't pay attention to them. And the same thing with these two. These I just picked these up to try. Meyer's Clean Day candles. I picked up lemon verbena and lavender because I had, you know, the lemon lavender going on. Again, I had these in my medium-sized fractals, so I didn't really pay attention to how they were throwing. I think if I had burned these in a bathroom, I would have been able to smell them more, but as it was just like, I just needed a filler candle, and I wanted to try them. They burnt okay, but I don't know if I'd repurchase them, to tell you the truth. I got plenty of candles. I don't need those. I did burn 2 Henri Bendel candles, and I hope they had their names on them because I don't remember. Okay, vanilla bean and lavender leaves. So I burnt both of these before. I'm just trying to burn one of these in the bathroom in my bedroom, which you'll see when I do my May burning video. I have my infinity holder, and then I have a Yankee Candle clutch in there that holds like a small jar, but these fit perfectly in there. And so I've been burning my Henri Bendel candles in there because in that room I only burn 1 wicks because I tend to burn a little bit slower, and it's a room I'm not in all the time. So that's what I've been doing because I stocked up a lot last year on the Henri Bendel candles when they went on clearance at the White Barn. So yeah, got a lot in my favorite scents. So we're almost done. Okay, this one I'm just gonna briefly mention. This is Root Wooded Citrus. It's not all the way done yet because Root did send this to me to review, but I just wanted to show it to you, and I will try to get a review up sometime. I just don't know when. It's a nice scent. As you can see, I had some burn issues with it, but we'll talk about that when I review it. So last but not least, Kringle Lily of the Valley. Oh my gosh, I didn't want to burn this one, you guys, because I'm not sure if they still make it. And on the back of it, you know, it has this beautiful story about how, you know, Mick's father, Mike, loved Lily of the Valley, and so, you know, they had it around their family house, and so they created this scent. It was a beautiful candle. The throw wasn't super strong, but it was detectable in the air, especially if I was in the vicinity. I didn't have luck with Yankee Candle's Lily of the Valley. This one is so much more beautiful. So I'll have to check the website to see if they still have it. For some reason, I think they don't. But it's a green floral, citrus, jasmine, rose, spice. Oh, it's beautiful. So if you come across it and you think you would like it, pick one up, because I really enjoyed it. So there you guys have it. That is my empties for April. Some of these were a little bit holdover from March. And if you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below.